for all, daily at 6 a.m.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to another episode of ALFA. My name is Robert Gabbidon, and today I'll be presenting on the topic breaking the walls that separate us. Before we get into this lesson, let us. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity that you have granted us to go into this another lesson. Open our hearts and bless us at this time. In your name I pray. Amen. What does Paul say that Jesus did to the law with its many commands and rules? Why did Jesus do this thing? These questions can be answered studying the book of Ephesians in the Bible. Let us look at Ephesians 2, verse 18. For through him we both have access by one Spirit to the Father. In the previous lesson, Paul talks about the real wall with its warning signs. Paul imagines this wall breaking so on that non-Jews can worship God together with Jews. The cross removed all walls between God's people, then Jewish Christians and non-Jewish Christians become one people. All of this is mentioned in the book of Ephesians. As you might have known or did not know, that there are some people who believe that the book of Ephesians teaches that God threw out the Ten Commandments. Paul shows us that this idea is false. Paul respects God's law and believes that the law helps us to understand how to follow Jesus. In the book of Ephesians, Paul talks about the law a lot. When I say law, I'm meant to say about the commandments. And there are a few commandments that which he gave a bit of emphasis on. He talks about the fifth commandment, honor your father and mother. Did you know that this commandment came with a promise? Do you know that promise? The promise is that it may be well with you and you may live long on earth. The seventh commandment he spoke about, thou shalt not commit adultery. The eighth commandment, thou shalt not steal, and a bit of emphasis on this is in Ephesians 4, verse 28, it says, let him who stole steal no longer, but rather let him labor, working with his hands what is good, that he may have something to give who has need. The ninth commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Ephesians 4, verse 28, it says, therefore, putting away lying, let each one of you speak truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. The 10th commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. In Ephesians 5, verse 5, it says, for did you know that no fornicator, unclean person, nor covetous man has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ? So as we can see, Paul do indeed respect the law. Let us step away from the book of Ephesians for a bit. In Romans 3, chapter 3, verse 31, it asks a question. Do we then make void the law through faith? Certainly not. On the contrary, we establish the law. In Romans 7, verse 12, we said, therefore, the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good. In them two scriptures just mentioned, we can clearly see a demonstration of Paul's respect for the law. Would Paul talk about the law so much if God already threw it out? The problem isn't the law. The problem is with the people who use the law the wrong way. But that doesn't make the law wrong, right? We should not throw the law out just because people teach wrong things about the law. Just like Paul, we should honor the law and say its rule continue. Please do understand that Paul is not trying to use the law to separate Jewish Christians from non-Jewish Christians. or to have a better understanding, is not trying to separate Christians from non-Christians. Separation is not God's plan. It is mentioned that separation is the doing of Jewish leaders called separation of Jews and non-Jews. Remember the first two questions I asked at the beginning of this lesson. To answer those questions, we'll read Ephesians 2, verse 14. Verse 14. For he himself is our peace, who made both groups in one and broke down the barrier of dividing wall. Verse 15. By abolishing his flesh, the enmity, which is the law of commandments contained in ordinances, so that in himself he might make the two into one new man, thus establishing peace. That is a lesson for all. Before we close this lesson, I have some questions that I would like to share with you. What causes any separation between Seventh-day Adventist Christians and other Christians in your community? How can your local church help stop the separation? Why should our love for Jesus help us to solve this problem? I would love to hear your opinions on this, so please be free to share your comments in the comment section. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity once again for us to go into this lesson. I pray that what we have learned, we can apply to our daily lives. Anything that I failed to ask of, I ask them to grant it unto us. Forgive us of our sins. In your name I pray. Amen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of ALFA. God bless.
A lesson for all, daily at 6 a.m.